Before crowbars were invented, most crows drank at home by themselves.
Oh,
So appropriate.
and welcome to episode 27 of Bros, Bumps, and Beers. I am the EST of Triple B, Pat Gagne, alongside Matt Dooties Gagne, and of course, our beautiful producer, Jordan, the Jackhammer Schofield. All right, guys, a little prayer. Zoom's being fantastic.
Zoom sucks, and COVID lockdown sucks, and everything sucks.
So, like, if we met outside, can we just do this outside?
You know what's funny? If this was the summer, I would tell you we're
100%.
doing that every week. Like we're going in the
100%.
backyard, unless even if it's raining, we're gonna fucking get a canopy.
Yeah.
But no, of course, you know, like when does this all really kick off? Oh, it's in the fucking winter. When
Although it is beautiful out.
Yeah,
It was
would
a
know,
nice
gym
day.
teacher. You would know, gym teacher.
What does being a gym teacher have to do with
because you do
knowing-
nothing all day.
Because
You
you're
don't do
outside.
anything.
That's
That's why.
bullshit.
You know,
I am outside. It's bullshit that I do nothing. I
You know, it's
mold
just-
I mold minds and develop physical literacy
In French.
in French.
En français.
We got Monday Night Football on the TV.
What do you got? What do you got?
I got the Bills money line.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
I got Bills money line. Let's go.
This is my absolute favorite part of the show where you guys talk about how bad you are at betting on the NFL.
I was good this weekend.
Well, Jordan, aren't you excited? Well, fuck this week. Jordan, aren't you excited next weekend Ohio State plays? That's a big game, isn't it?
Yeah, super big. I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I'm gonna watch all the games Saturday.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound like,
I
doesn't
feel like
sound
you're
correct.
being sarcastic.
No, everything's fine. Just going on a daily hiking retreat.
Is this an oh?
Yeah,
Oh.
everything's gonna
So
be
this
great.
is definitely like that meme where it's like the dog with the
Yeah.
flames.
I,
It's fine.
I have an agreement to be home in time for the Packers to play the Lions. That's all I was able to get on.
There's
Sunday.
a lot of football on this week.
all the time. It's the
Yeah, I
best.
mean, usually I would never miss Ohio State, Michigan, but you know what? Like this is maybe I'm going to jinx it, but this is maybe the most confident I've been in Ohio State winning that game in a long time. So
So
Michigan-
you're going on like a hiking trip? What the hell?
it's
Pat-
kind of like around Clear Lake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
So
I
Pat, Jordan's confident in Ohio State, so
Uh.
put a lot of money on Michigan.
I think
No.
the line's going to open at like Ohio State minus 28.5. So
Whoa!
yeah, this
yeah.
is it's not.
Michigan
Plus,
sucks.
it's the weekend after championship weekend. That's one of the best weekends of football in the year.
Jordan-
It's everything. It Big Ten, all the championship games. It's glorious.
Jordan, I feel your pain though, man. On Sunday, you know what you love to hear as a man?
Yeah.
When you wake
Uh,
up, you know
6
it
inches
was
soft.
what the
Oh,
fuck?
whoa, okay.
Okay, wow. All
Jesus
right, we
Christ,
got that.
Matt.
As a man, I would love to hear somebody be like, "So 6 inches soft," and I'd be like, "Yeah."
Oh,
Wow, that's
all right. Yeah, that's definitely the direction we were taking this segment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're not. Oh,
No,
I thought it was
so,
a question. My bad.
Yeah, so I got up a little early around 8:00, started doing some research, gonna put in the plays, and then so I'm getting ready, got the chair all ready, getting the snacks ready, and then Ryan goes, "We sure have a busy day today." I knew she wasn't talking about the afternoon slate in the NFL.
Three
So
games
what
in the afternoon
yeah.
slot, honey. You're right.
So what does that mean? That means Pat ain't watching no fucking football that
That's-
day.
I feel bad. You drove by my house and like ninja starred a gift Christmas card at me. It like
Oh,
fucking hit me in the neck. Went down.
look, there's some people that I stopped and talked to with the cards. You are not one of them, my
No,
friend, because
you-
I talk to you every week. I'm not.
I was like, hey Pat, do you
Mine
need
was
something?
soggy.
Right in the neck. Fucking
Why was
man
yours
down.
soggy? Did you
I
throw
guess
it
he
in the
put
water?
in the water or something. I don't know.
That's
Jesus.
untrue. That's not true. That didn't happen.
He peed
Totally
on
true.
it.
You put it in the mailbox. The mailbox probably had water in it.
Big time peed on it vibes.
Yeah.
Pat, did you how'd you do on Sunday?
Yeah, it's okay. Whatever.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, that good, eh?
I'll tell you how I did on Saturday if you tell me how you did on Sunday.
No.
No, are we okay? Because fine, I don't want to talk about.
I would
how
like to know
shit-
both the numbers.
Look,
I was
look.
2-8-1 on Saturday.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's on
that's-
Saturday. On Saturday, I put a 14-team parlay in with my buddy Migs because he called me. He's like, "I'm a coward. I don't want to put that bet in by myself."
Miggs does have very cowardly betting practices.
Yeah, coward
So
tendencies.
I went in with him. We went 13-1. We missed it by one. Pretty sure it was Baylor who did.
It was Oregon. You and I missed on Oregon.
I have a question about parlays. So we talk about betting a lot. So I may or may not have
me and
downloaded.
Jordan talk about betting. You don't know shit.
Well, I may or may not have downloaded the Bet365 app.
Oh,
Think it's
congrats
true.
on getting an account in 2 years when it gets
Yeah,
validated.
so I got to figure out how to do that stuff now.
That's a fun day.
Say 3 Hail Marys and sacrifice a goat.
Damn it, now I got to find a goat.
Yeah, that's stuff.
But so a parlay, you bet on 14 games. The 13 that you won, you win
Don't
those
shit.
bets.
No, you don't get
No.
shit. You have to get all 14.
Yeah, it's a big chunk.
So you have to put separate bets on the other.
No,
Yeah.
you put one solid amount. Oh, yes. To win those
You
games,
can.
you would have
Yeah.
to do singles, but there's also like a whole array of parlay options. But
Yeah.
Oh, so you put money on the parlay.
yeah,
Okay.
so you put you put $1 amount or 1 unit amount on the whole parlay hitting, everything connecting. Or I sometimes will do like a unit on 3 single games and then a unit on the parlay. But parlays truly are death by one massive cut. Like some people are like parlays are death by 1,000 cuts. It's not. It's like you do a parlay. There's a reason a 2-team parlay is plus 264 on most apps. You know why? Because it's fucking hard to get both. You're gonna lose your money more often than you don't. So yeah.
And that's all for this week on How to Lose Your Money with Bros, Bumps,
Seriously.
and Beers.
So I got a notification. Some guy on DraftKings on a $2 parlay bet won 24 grand.
Yeah, but that's
That's awesome.
that's gonna happen once in the guy's life. So I'll tell you, you know what the hottest bet I've had this year is? For some reason, especially the last 2 weeks, Aaron Rodgers to throw over 2.5 touchdowns has been plus
You keep putting on the
160.
group.
Plus 160 in Bet 365, which means if you bet 10, you get 23. Okay. That's Aaron Rodgers against the Bears. I understand. It was the same against the Eagles.
Yeah, you put that in the group chat the last couple days or the last couple Sundays, and I'm like, man, Aaron Rodgers on a bad day is probably going to throw
You know
3
when
touchdowns.
like the game today with Washington when they were plus 6.5, and you're just looking at that and you're going, something's wrong with that line.
Something is amiss.
Something smells bad, you know.
Sorry.
And Vegas was right because Washington won. Spoiler alert. But yeah, Rodgers plus 2.5. I was like, oh my God, is he gonna get hit by a bus? Like, does he have COVID? Like, I thought sure.
Wow.
No, I'm not saying. I just thought for sure something was afoot, and I just didn't know. But yeah, I looked back at his schedule. I think if you'd taken over 2.5, you'd be 8-4 on the year with Rodgers. He's had 3 touchdowns or more in 8 games. So like, it's yeah.
Oh my God, you're boring the fuck out of me, and I like football. Shut up about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Pat, did you take the same bet on Sunday?
It doesn't matter.
No,
It's
did you
over.
take the same bet?
You suck all the fun out of everything with all your
Wasn't
deep
that
analysis.
Wasn't that
Go
the only
deeper,
bet
Jordan.
you won?
Jordan, what does his haircut look like?
Wasn't
on
that the
Sundays,
only
too?
bet you
What's
won?
His
Is
odds
he
with his
still with
haircut?
that Olivia Munn girl or whatever?
No.
No, he was with Danica Patrick. Now he's single and he's enjoying his life.
Which? Oh no, that was
You know what?
Verlander who
You know
went to Churchill.
Pat, wasn't that the only bet you won this weekend? Yeah, it was. You're welcome, by the way.
This is Matt. No more Aaron Rodgers talk in this fucking podcast. Every time you bring it
Aaron
up,
Rodgers is a
Pat
beautiful
got
human being.
paid because of me.
yeah,
giving him
he's
this
a
bet.
beautiful human being. With Jordan, will talk about him for 4 hours, and then we
Okay,
lose
Pat.
listeners because
Matt.
Jordan only wants to talk. This isn't a Jordan. This isn't a Green Bay Packers podcast.
Okay, I'm sorry, Pat. I'll change it then. Did the Chiefs cover the 13?
Doesn't matter. We're not
okay,
talking
got
about
it.
that.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
You know what? This isn't even the most pissed off I've been tonight.
And the
okay?
Packers covered you -9 too, so you should just be happy. My team's taking care of
Okay, no one
business,
cares
baby.
anymore. You know why I was pissed off tonight? Because I went to the frickin' beer store, the Wee Beer Store in St. Boniface. I go in and I'm pumped. I need some.
Oh,
beer for my
is that a
podcast.
community beer store?
Yes.
Oh, because it's Wee Beer, so it's everybody.
No, it's dummy. It's yes beer in French.
Oh, so it's a separatist boutique. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
You're super good with history.
I vote for the
Owned-
block.
It's owned by the block.
The
So I go in
block.
there. I go in there and I'm trying to find beer, And
I'm pretty sure they have beer.
yeah, I got two in my hands. Oh, these look good. These look good.
Well,
And then
you
I
were
realized,
you looking with your eyes closed?
oh fuck, and they aren't local. They didn't have any local beer in We Beer.
I went there the other day and yeah, they had nothing local.
It was,
At 17.7 bills.
yeah, it's because they're the greatest team of all time. But anyways, so I had to drive around, and then I go to the LC. Why do they not put any good beer, any good craft beers in the fridge?
Because it's the LC. They're there for wine and liquor. They're not there for beer.
I go to the LC often and accost the people who work there and tell them they need to get more craft beer.
Yeah, I guess it's because Matt lives for beer in Winnipeg. Matt lives in Narnia. He lives the furthest from anywhere that can be nice.
You know what? I actually put in like Google Maps what the closest brewery or like between breweries,
even
and beer
brewery,
stores.
yeah, even a brewery.
You're nowhere close to anything.
Nowhere
Like,
close to anything.
Everything is a good 15-minute drive.
And it's not like he's in Timbuktu. He's in fucking Island Lakes.
Yeah.
Like that's not that bad.
At that point, you should just go to Sainte Agathe and go get beer from Lucky Luke's.
Apparently, getting great selection according to the guys
Yeah.
at Sainte Agathe.
Oh yeah, the Sainte Agathe guys can't say anything. Can't say nothing wrong with that place.
Oh,
They have such good selection. What, they have
guess
5
what?
beers you can pick
got
from?
it.
Like,
He got the 8-pack sampler of LBJ. Well, let me tell you something.
so what? They just got 1919. Like, I don't know.
Agathe sounds like the saint that was like got bullied in the sainthood. Like what is like Saint Agathe sounds like the bully where they're like, oh, we had Saint Paul, Saint Joseph, Saint Mike, and then fucking Saint Agathe is like in the corner, and Saint Agathe had spiky hair under his fucking bishop's hat. Like I don't know,
With frosted tips and a chain necklace.
yeah, for sure, frosted tips. He thought puka shells were cool. Like Saint Agathe got bullied fucking hard.
Shells are super cool if it's 2004.
I would bully the shit out of Saint Agathe. I would bully him. I would bully that guy so hard.
You would just start slapping the back of their head for no reason.
Oh yeah, and then when like Saint Agathe goes to Christian Mingle or whatever other like whatever other social site he wants to go to, everyone would agree with me. They'd be like, "No, you deserve it. You're gonna bully the shit out of you."
Saint Agathe goes on Christian Mingle and looks for matches, and no one matched with him.
Yeah.
No, the only one that does is like Agatha. I don't know.
Did you just try to make like a nun joke? Bigot true.
It's like the name that I was like, man, Agatha.
Yeah, you see that? Oh, you knocked that joke clean out of the fucking park.
Crushed it.
But it went foul.
That joke was worse than my Saturday.
That joke was better than the 15-minute rant you went on about how pretty Aaron Rodgers was. Like, goddamn.
One win on Sunday, and it was because I gave it to you.
I'm gonna abruptly change the subject right now.
Pat's negative vibes are gonna fuck up Bill's money.
Well, talk about my negative vibes.
Fucking negative vibes. You're gonna screw up Bill's money vibes.
I would like to talk about Christmas stuff now.
Oh, another salt. Hey, wait for it.
Great. No, this is good.
You knocked that transition clean out of the park.
I'm done with you guys fighting.
This is
I
good.
hate when mom and dad fight, or dad and dad. I mean, it is 2020, by the way.
I love talking about Christmas stuff in December. This is great. Let's do it. This is fantastic.
I feel like you're being sarcastic.
We have 18 days left until Christmas, but sure, let's get all this in.
We have stuff
but we have a lot of good stuff planned.
Yeah.
Don't clap at me.
I'll clap at you.
Don't you fucking clap at me.
You know, this is the last time I bring you a Christmas card and a fucking microphone. So
to the moon.
Take me to the moon.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, Sinatra. I love Sinatra.
I love
My Way, best Sinatra song, bar none.
Do you know what?
No.
You know, weird take? Yeah. I think I would be great friends with Frank Sinatra. I think me and him would really click.
No chance.
Nope.
What do you mean no chance?
You wouldn't even get in the club.
Oh,
Frank Sinatra was a badass. He would look at you and be like, "You're a puss."
Your closest you get to Frank Sinatra is bringing him a drink.
Oh, then I got a good job in a nice club.
Back then that paid a pity.
You probably made 5 quints.
Yeah, hung out with the guys from Little Brown Jug.
Oh, now that's Frank Sinatra. That's Frank Sinatra. We don't go over there. That's where all the rich folk go.
They were in the back with their washboards trying to clean up the napkins.
All right, so I gave you guys homework from last week. We're going to talk Christmas. So I'm going to need your favorite Christmas movie. I'm going to need your favorite Christmas food, your favorite Christmas music, and your all-time
Why do you keep calling it music? Christmas song.
Pat, I can't even remember what you said. Can you just start from the first thing and I'll tell you as I go?
Okay, Jordan's gonna go first. Jordan, your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna go last. I'm not sure.
Did you not do the homework?
I did my homework. My dog ate it.
I'll punch you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Don't
You
put
guys
that on
have
her
never
shoulder.
heard that before, right? You're teachers. Oh no.
No.
I'll say it and how you'll understand. Je m'appelle chien, manger homework. Got it. Nailed it. I crushed grade 9.
Nailed it.
Crushed it.
All right, so Matt, you go first. Favorite Christmas movie?
It's either got to be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation or Elf. I'm very partial to Elf.
You know what?
though.
That's a big time respectable one too.
No, it's not. National Lampoon is garbage.
No,
What?
No,
It's not good.
no.
It's not good.
No.
Okay, but Elf?
I won't hear that.
Oh,
I
Elf's
won't-
all
I won't
time.
hear
Elf's-
that.
Elf's all time. That's an all time.
Elf is fantastic.
Hey guys, I saw a dog today. Every time.
Every time
time.
gets every time.
Well, I mean,
Uh-oh.
the amount of memes, you sit on a throne of lies is just an all-time fucking meme. When he keeps pressing all the buttons in the elevator, like
That's
it's,
so
it's
good.
an incredible.
Ooh, it's like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
When he sends him the lingerie, he sends fucking Sonny Carleone a lingerie for Christmas.
Oh man.
James Gunn.
Okay,
Pat, favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, hands down the Santa Claus.
Ah,
We had that VHS at home, Matt. I watched that even
it's okay.
not during
but
Christmas time. Tim Allen is all time great.
Santa Claus is a good movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
But
Okay, I had to look mine up to make sure I had the right name. That's
was
why
there
I paused.
was there a Bleacher Report list that you looked up or
No, it's because I was 5 years old, but I remember it very well. Jingle All the Way. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
you were 5 years old when that came out?
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger
Jordan's a
versus
pup.
Sinbad to get a toy for his kid. It
That's
is
the best.
incredible. It is one of my favorite movies of all
he goes
time.
like black market, gets it like in
Yeah.
a back alley.
Yeah, I absolutely love anytime Arnold Schwarzenegger can take a comedic turn, I'm all in.
Twins.
It's a good movie.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, there's so like
I have a headache. Is it
Yeah.
a tumor?
It's
It's not a tumor.
not a tumor. My favorite all-time Arnold moment, by the way, is in I think it's either Commando or True Lies, but he like runs full on into a pole at what could have been 100 miles an hour, an instant cut to him with no blemishes at all, looking at his woman in the car, and he's like, "Are you all right?" So like, it's
That's
like
True Lies.
True Lies, boom, instant cut. Are you all right? Not a scratch on either of them. It's my favorite thing ever.
Commando, he just like blows shit up.
Mm.
So
That's the-
good.
Commando, all-time worst villains in that movie.
Oh man.
Isn't True Lies? I thought it was Commando because True Lies is the one with Jamie Lee Curtis, isn't it?
Oh, I think you are right.
Yeah,
I
it's
think he does run
Commando.
a good pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was I loved where that went. Can we talk more Arnold Schwarzenegger throughout?
That's a topic for another day, my friend.
Damn it. There was a
Alright,
band once that was a heavy metal band that only sang Arnold Schwarzenegger lyrics in his voice. It was one of my
Good
favorite
God.
bands to listen to before football games. And their lead song, the album was called If It Bleeds, We Will Kill It. It was awesome. And
If it bleeds, I will kill it.
the songs were, I'm not kidding, like Get to the Choppa, If It Bleeds, We Will Kill It, Everybody
Get to the
Down,
chopper.
It's Not a Tuma. It's like they made a full album of Arnold Schwarzenegger impression heavy
Well,
metal.
I
It
know
was
what I'm
sick.
doing tomorrow at work.
Yeah, I'll find the link and post it if I can.
Okay, Matt, favorite Christmas food?
Shrimp ring, easy.
That's not a Christmas food. That's like a normal food.
That's when we would get it at Christmas. We would never see a shrimp
Was that a
ring. Shrimp rings
treat for you guys?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
yeah,
never a
big time.
thing throughout the rest of the year.
Guys, I don't want to say something offensive.
Then don't.
Like, it's offensive. I mean, that was your treat.
Yeah.
God bless you. God bless you guys.
We were that Matt. Okay, look, me and Matt, our family was like special occasion.
After your fifth
Chicken
set
chef.
did you get a fifth set of hand-me-down shoes for Christmas?
Oh,
No, we
sorry.
weren't that
Oh,
poor.
Sorry, Toronto boy. What was your favorite Christmas food, Jordan?
What classifies as Christmas food though?
Well, my
Anything you
favorite.
get at Christmas. Matt, I respect your decision on shrimp ring.
No, it's just like shrimp ring is a wild thing to say. It's like my favorite Christmas specific food is
So what? Turkey?
no, but okay, but here's the problem. Christmas food is just Thanksgiving food all over again. It's kind of bullshit. It mostly is.
How is that not true? That is very true.
It's kind of disappointing. Like I actually for Christmas, my family a few years ago did something that I've never been prouder of. Is my parents were like, you know what? Like we don't really like turkey, so why do we do it for Christmas? And my dad just started buying ribeye steaks for Christmas. And so that guy, like that man, he gets it. My mom this year was like, if we're allowed to get together, I already have a roast. So like, yeah, we're crushing it. So my favorite. I'm gonna have to describe it to you because it's as usual. It's not normal, but I'm gonna attempt to weave a short yarn here, if you will. It's a casserole. It's a potato dish with mashed sweet potatoes on the bottom. Okay, as you can imagine, there's quite a bit of sugar in the sweet potatoes because we are Jamaican, and if we're not getting actively heartburn and diabetes at the same time, it is not for our fault. On top is a roasted glaze of pecans, brown sugar, and butter. You layer that on top.
That sounds delicious. That sounds like dessert.
That sounds,
that's my friends, is sweet potato pie. And well, it's not a pie, but we call it sweet potato pie. And that's what we had for Christmas. To be honest with you, it sounds even more bunk ass than a shrimp ring because like it's literally brown sugar, pecans, butter, and sweet potatoes. But you know what? Who am I to judge? So, Pat, over to you. Your favorite Christmas food.
This is a hands down easy selection for me. I am a salty guy, but when Christmas comes around,
you are salty.
Very salty. You set us up for that so much.
Well,
I mean,
that's okay. Helen, Mama Gagne gives me a tin of Imperial cookies. That's what's up every time. That's 2 sugar cookies, jam in the middle.
His own tin.
Oh my God. The only time that I will eat myself into a sugary stupor is with those Imperial cookies. I put myself at a limit of 2 a day when I get them, and I just leave them alone after that. I would eat the whole tin in one sitting if I wasn't. Didn't have some self-control.
I think I'm fucking this up. What's an Imperial cookie again? Is that the? Hold on, I think I got this. Jelly in the middle with icing around. Those are fucking dope. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
the grape ones.
They're
grape ones are shit, but strawberry with the sugar cubes or sugar little flakes. Oh yeah, that's where it's at.
Helen dominates Imperial cookies.
Yeah, I'm all about
it. She made extra last year because Easton ate all of them.
Oh my God, do you know what I forgot? It's not my more favorite than sweet potato. My family makes rum cakes at Christmas. Ooh. And that rum cake, let's just say like you don't need a drink. Yeah. You don't need a drink.
The rum's not cooked out, eh?
Not really, no.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, Matt. Your favorite Christmas song, I guess, because I'm not gonna go song.
You're not gonna go song? Well, no. It's either "Please Come Home for Christmas" by the Eagles or "Baby It's Cold Outside" by Dean Martin.
Wow, you're really old school, Matt. I like that. Wow,
I love me some crooners. So.
I didn't know Matt was had some sexual assault vibes to him.
Yeah, you know what? That offends me. That when that whole thing came out last year, I was very upset. Because.
And guess what, guys? I'm leaving that in. Explain that to your bosses.
You know what? It's fine because I played that. Right. I was playing that in the gym last year while I was teaching. My principal walks in. He's like, "You did see the news report on this song?" I was like, "Yeah, don't even care. It's a great Christmas song."
You know what? And that's my issue with it's reprehensible what R. Kelly did, but come on.
Are we about to defend R. Kelly?
No, you're not. I'm not. Just it's a good song. Yeah. Like I don't defend anything he did.
I'm just gonna quickly say disavow.
Yeah.
And Pat,
big time disavow.
Pat, I'm looking forward to where you take this. Go ahead.
I'm just saying they're good songs. Like I don't. That's it. They're good songs, but he's a horrible.
Wait a second. R. Kelly?
Yeah.
What are you talking about R. Kelly for?
He didn't sing that originally, Pat.
What?
I said Dean Martin.
Yeah, he said Dean Martin, not R. Kelly.
I know, but I'm comparing the two.
Oh, that's good. I'm sure Dean Martin's family loves that you're comparing him and R. Kelly.
Dean Martin and R. Kelly are like, hey, what's up, bro?
Bad comparison. I'm just saying they did horrible things, but the songs are good.
Okay, let me save this. I do not have a favorite Christmas song. I fucking can't stand them. However, out of nostalgia purposes, I'll pick the entire 98 Degrees Christmas album.
And there you go. That's a fucking great pick.
That's why I said Christmas music.
And I'm just going to take the whole album. Pat, you should take Mariah Carey because
No,
she
Pat's
makes money, so much
Also
money
great.
every year off.
No,
So
Pat's
funny.
saying anything Michael Bublé Christmas related.
Yeah.
Pat's all in.
Bublé
Yep.
can crush.
Bublé
And that
doesn't
guy-
do shit all
Bublé's
year.
modern Sinatra. That guy fucking hammers it
He's a
out.
crooner. Love
crooner.
crooners.
Oh, he's the best. He's the modern day Frank Sinatra with a little less cool.
Well, he's
Mm,
Canadian.
still pretty
There's a
cool.
limit on how croony he can be.
Yeah, it's true. All right, and
He's
that and
named
cleanup-
after sparkling water.
that and cleanup
Jesus.
your favorite all-time Christmas gift.
Ooh. Okay. So it's a toss-up. It's a
I already know
toss-up.
mine. This is the one I remember.
It's either the night I got my Nintendo, my NES,
Big day.
or the G.I. Joe base. The G.I.
No
Joe
wonder
base.
you were eating shrimp rings. All the money went to your gifts. Holy shit. Those weren't cheap back then. That's what I'm saying.
they
is
were
that
not.
those were not cheap.
That G.I. Joe base, that I still have it.
You know what?
Really?
God bless your parents. I think your parents were a lot like mine. They didn't have much, but almost all of it went to their kids. So
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
actually pretty awesome.
And then
Jordan,
we ate
what's
pork
your
and beans
favorite
and
gift?
wieners for a week.
And then
month.
then
A
we
month.
ate wet bread.
Yeah.
So my
Good soup.
favorite gift is I'm someone who's become very practical. For example, in the last week alone, I got excited about purchasing a new vacuum. So I am
Hey,
Oh,
A good
I'm
vacuum,
yeah,
there's nothing
good
better.
vacuum is
crushing it
life-changing.
right now. The best gift I ever got. I'm not going to say it's the most excited. It was actually the least excited I've ever been, but it's the best gift I ever got. Was my parents for Christmas one year as their big gift gave me a VCR. Now, you get a VCR and you're like, as a kid, you're like, oh, there's like many other things in the world, and you guys decided to get me a fucking VCR. What I didn't come to realize is I had been using my dad's VCR to tape things, wrestling. I had been taping wrestling on my dad's VCR and watching it later. And so that VCR got more use than any gift I think ever on the face of the planet. I would tape football, I would tape hockey, I would tape wrestling, and that VCR, I think it is still somewhere in my parents' current house. Like that VCR has been kept due to its work. It's just a JVC Workman warhorse of a VCR. So that is
JVC,
my
nice brand. Nice
that's
brand
my
drop.
gift right there. Jamaicans love JVC, by the way. Like, I don't think they do anymore, but Jamaicans big, like all my family had JVC everything for a long time. All the families.
So is it a Schofield thing or is it a Jamaican
It's
thing?
like, I think it's a Jamaican thing because we're talking like not just Schofields. We're talking like
okay.
across numerous different Jamaican families I knew, and all we had was JVC shit.
All right. Well, the best Christmas gift of all time that I received, and Matt could probably guess it. I still have it. It is flat. It is stained from just overuse and being thrown in the dirt.
Yeah, that's why it's stayed.
Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy. Disavow on the name,
Disavow.
but great gift. I had many a 5-star match with that wrestling buddy.
Probably beat the
Yes,
ever loving shit out of that thing.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
he
it
did.
was. I used to smack that thing against the wall. Hardcore matches, pile drivers, power bombs. It's because when your brother is huge and you can't do moves to him, you need the wrestling buddy
This is
to be able
true.
to do stuff.
You got to
too.
put the practice in. I respect
Yeah,
it.
and it
So
was-
Matt, were you Matt's wrestling buddy?
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Pat was
tell
a
you.
bumping machine.
Oh man, you should have seen thin carpet, cement underneath. Pat's taking flat back power bombs on that
Oh, you know what? I respect that.
shit. So here we are.
Well, that was something. I didn't expect that to be so. That was very spirited.
Well, Christmas is. Hey, I love Christmas. I don't like decorating for Christmas, but I love Christmas altogether.
You know what I might love more than Christmas though?
What's that beer?
Beer.
All right.
Matt's the only one allowed to do transitions from now on. They're just so smooth and not forced at all.
They're not forced at all. It's super natural. I would do that on a date.
All right, so here I'm gonna go first, just because I have to bring up, like, I have the Instagram post right in front of me, so I'm just gonna fucking do it. So, all week I get a text from our friend Andy, who I guess doesn't realize that we have a podcast, because have you guys heard about this new beer? It's like, Yeah, Andy, we kind of fucking do this, but all right, man. Andy's actually a great guy. So, Andy, I love you. I'm just taking the piss. Andy still hasn't declared the winner of the election yet either, so I'm not quite sure who won as of today.
Fingers crossed, it's fine.
Fingers crossed. I'm hoping Andy will declare and really put the nail in the coffin for one side or the other.
We love you, Andrew. Don't leave group.
Yeah, please don't not talk to me for a year, or do. I don't really care. Just kidding, Andy. All right, so listen. Andy comes to us and goes, listen, this locomotive from Transcona Proud Pale Ale, the longest fucking name in the history of beer, is like, this thing is actually really good. Like, not, I mean, frankly, we were a little surprised because, like, it's a collaboration beer, beer boutique, you know, it just doesn't seem like something that you think is going to be like good, right? So he comes out and he's just fucking singing the praises of this thing. Okay, fine. So finally, Pat goes and gets it. Pat comes out and does what he usually does. He finds something that's new and pretty good, and he overrates it and pretty much like fucking jumps out of his pants. Matt, have you had it yet?
I have.
Matt has had it. Matt gave a reasonable take, but for Matt, a pretty good score. So I thought if everyone around me
It is a vessel, by the way.
It is a vessel. Yes, thank you. It is a vessel. So if Pat's overrating it and Matt's properly rating it and Andy's letting us know about it, I have to try it. So I went out. Actually, no, I didn't go out. Matt went out, got it for me. I went and socially distanced, picked it up from Matt because he left it on the ground in front of his garage. What a nice fucking guy he is. And I picked it up. And I'm going to give it a 3.75. This is a very, very good pale ale.
Very good.
It's not like, I think the fours for me nowadays are left for stuff that's like really pushing boundaries. This is just a very, very, very good pale ale. Like, it's just really, really good for what it is. So if you have a chance to go up to Beer Boutique, go get it. It's highly worth the howler or the growler.
Here's the thing. It's 6.1%. And it's super drinkable.
This is 6.1?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have told you to get me a growler. Fuck.
It's a put you on your ass beer, though.
Yeah, that's up my alley.
Good shit. It's good shit.
Yeah.
Matt, over to you. You're going next, baby.
All right. I went
Shut up, Pat. You're going last.
I went to Torque this week. And I didn't actually go to Torque. I actually got this at the LC.
That's your liar. Cool.
But I got the Rabbit Punch Black IPA. So second black IPA I've ever had. I've had the half pints black IPA, and now I've had this Rabbit Punch. Now, black IPAs, much like the black lager from LBJ, are a bit of a mind mess up, a mind fuck, if you will. You drink them and they smell like IPAs. Like this one smelled like an IPA, 100%. And damn you, Jordan.
Damn sorry.
Damn you. It smells like an IPA, but it looks like a stout. You drink it and your mind's like, what am I getting here? And all of a sudden you get hops, but you get coffee flavor. It's smooth, but it's kind of bitter like coffee. It is pulling you in about 10 different directions. That being said, it is very, very good. One of those beers that I think you have to drink. You read black IPA and you're like, well, what am I getting here? And honestly, go out, get it, and get your own take. I've had people who've hated it. I've heard of people who have loved it. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm going to rate it the same thing I rated the Locomotive. I'm going to give it, if you follow me on Untapped, at Gagne Matt. I'm going to give it a 3.75.
I strongly agree with you saying you have to try it. Every sip of it, I was unsure what I was doing and why I was doing it, but it
made me want to drink more of it.
I had to keep exploring. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was very, very good. So 3.75 on Untapped.
All right. Well,
Pat, give her tits.
That's nice, Matt. That's good take. So I got the
Jarpur.
Oh. That caught me. I fucking jumped out my chair there.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I did not go to Brazen Hall. I went to the LC and I picked up the Jarpur. Jarpur. However you say it.
It's a Jarpur. I think it's Jarpur.
Yeah, it's an amber ale from Brazen Hall Brewing Company. It is actually their flagship beer. I didn't get a flag with it. A little upsetting. And so in true Brazen Hall fashion, it came out exactly as the can said. So it says it's deep in color. Look at that. That's nice and nice and dark. Rich in flavor. Does it have a little bit of taste of chocolate caramel? They kind of work well together. It's got a caramel blast to it, little subtle chocolate. This is really smooth and this is really nice. And Matt, you know what? I suggest you try it too if you haven't either, because you will love it. Matt, have you tried it?
I had it at the brewery on tap.
Oh, is it great on tap? I feel like it'd be better on tap.
That's a place I really miss. Brazen Hall was a favorite.
Burnt ends, baby.
Brazen Hall was a place you could go to get some. I'll say their burnt ends were the best barbecue they had. Their brisket was good, not spectacular.
Okay. I make the
best thing they make there is a short rib. They make a short rib there that is mind-alteringly delicious.
And you know what? Good date spot. And if you want to bring your wife there, it's good food and they got great beer, so it's a win-win for everybody.
I have never driven home from Brazen Hall.
Nor should you.
Oh my god, I'm shocked. So anyways, so I am gonna give this on tap. You can follow me at Pat Gagne with 1 T, 2 G's. What? You know what? This is just a really good beer. I'm gonna give this a 3.5 on Untapped. Very solid effort from Brazen Hall. I feel like I've never had a Brazen Hall that's not good. So yeah, that's it for me. We had 3 great beers this week, but we still have one order of business. The Winnipeg Beer News of the Week.
Thank you, Patrick. In classic Patrick fashion, he didn't write his now typical next week beer news starts here. So I have
That's untrue. I did it.
Did you?
Yes, you did.
I can't find it.
I'll need an apology once you find it.
Oh, God damn it. I'm not panicking.
It's actually underneath.
God damn it, Pat. Pat, I apologize. By the way, Pat, Bill's money line already hit, baby. Let's go. All right.
Yo, let's go, guys.
Shut up, Matt. Get an account. Go sacrifice a goat. So the cranberry orange sour from Transcona Brewery came out. I already had it. Quick review. It's worth getting if you like cranberry. It's a little stronger than orange, but as a cranberry sour goes, I actually think it's pretty good. So
big cranberry guy gonna get me some of that.
If you think it's good. Wavelength is back from Sucrums. You're gonna want to give that a go. That's a West Coast IPA.
They change the hops every time. It's much like the fog machine from Kilter.
Oh, that's cool. I actually didn't know that, Matt. Thank you for doing that. Small batch release coming out from Barnhammer, and it's actually going to be a cranberry stout. A cranberry stout, aka Matt Gagne, put a pillow over your pants. I can see your erection from here. The excitement for that is massive.
Thanks,
Vessel, after putting out this wonderful pale ale, has something festive coming this week. They didn't tell me much more beyond that. Some guy named Randy Ortiz is tagged. For all I know, that's the love child of Tito Ortiz and Randy Orton. So he's probably pretty cool.
You skipped 2 very important people. Well, one.
I'm not done. I'm moving around the list. Calm the fuck down.
Why can't you just go in order like a normal person?
All right. OGC launching their online store today. By today, I mean 2 days ago when you listen to this. Give them a call. Great. I mean, if you want to support a brewery, here's the thing. Merch is another way you can do that, right? Kilter just launched new shirts. One Great City has their shirts out. Why not rep that you are a beer person? And by the way, a little spoiler, there is a Bros Bumps and Beers t-shirt. It is ready to go. However, because of COVID, we've had to wait. We have to wait. But basically, here's how this works. We talked to Pfizer, okay? And Pfizer is sending early vaccines to Canada because they know we want to release our shirts. So when Pfizer releases their vaccines, we'll get you shirts. Also, about March or April this year, Pfizer was at $28, and now they're at $40, and I didn't pull the trigger. That's the biggest moron move of all time. Finally, the last thing, Kilter Brewing coming out, and I don't mean to do this last. I just kind of hop around the beer news, but Vivid is coming back. Check that. Matt, is Vivid new or is it coming back?
I believe it's new.
All right, Vivid is new. Big J journalism over here. It's a bright and juicy double IPA with double dry hopped.
That can's super cool.
my
Can looks cool.
It's a bright and juicy double IPA, double dry hopped with Citra Galaxy and Nelson Sauvin. I have no fucking idea. Nelson Sauvin sounds like the kid. He sounds like the kid who got bullied alongside Sainte Agathe. But that's what we got going on this week. So not too much in the Winnipeg beer news, but regardless, the beers have been flowing nonstop. I actually went to Torque today, and in my fridge I have a hoppy Hefeweizen and a brand new mead from Torque. So I am fucking psyched. So there's your beer news. Pat, back to you at the main studio.
All right, thank you, Jordan. As always, follow us on Untapped at Pat Gagne, at Gagne Matt with 2 T's, and at JSco55. We will be right back where we talk about some wet breads and rocket ships.
Oh, Michael, this is going to be fun to watch.
All right, we're back. This week going to be very different from what you're used to. Gentlemen, we have much to discuss. This was absolutely an amazing week of professional wrestling.
Yes. I didn't watch Raw and SmackDown, which means for all I know, those were terrible.
They did not exist this week.
They didn't need to.
They did because I watched both, but that's fine.
Because AEW and NXT gave us the best week of wrestling I've seen in a long time.
And all of us three agreed there will be no wet breads this week. We are going to focus on the positive.
Yes.
We're going to focus on the greatness that was AEW Winter is Coming.
My wet bread this week was going to talk about heaters. So I'm actually glad we're not doing it because I felt like I was grasping at straws. So
I wasn't listening. We're not doing wet breads and rocket chips this week?
Oh, because you're taking stupid pictures for your
you can
Instagram.
do a fucking wet bread if you want to be a sourpuss. But I have no wet breads. The two shows I watched weren't perfect, but they were as good as I've seen in a long time.
The second one was almost perfect.
Yeah.
Bold, big if true.
All right, so Pat, where are we starting, baby?
I would think we'll go chronologically. AEW was before NXT. So
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming, which I didn't understand what that was, but you know what it was? It was a
Game of Thrones.
Thanks, Matt. Fucking pop culture reference Matt over here is clocking it.
It was a live in-week pay-per-view type show. They wanted to combat War Games. They did a hell of a damn job. Where do we want to start, boys? Matt, what was your favorite thing about AEW Winter is Coming?
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, the best part was the main event.
Okay.
That was the best part.
For those at home who didn't see it,
can you maybe
Moxley Omega, they're in the main event for AEW Championship. You got Don Callis on commentary. They have a heck of a match. They beat the holy hell out of each other, as can be expected. And then Kenny fakes an injury. Don Callis comes to see if he's okay with a microphone, which it was clunky. The finish was clunky.
Microphone as a weapon is kind of under like.
I read online. Oh, it was spiked.
No, that's bullshit. That wasn't. He just didn't.
I know. So then Don Callis gets punched by Moxley, throws the microphone in the ring. Omega picks it up, hits Moxley with it. Moxley goes down. 1, 2, 3. Omega, Callis run to the back, running a car, and Callis says, "I'll explain this on Tuesday night. We have a brand promotion." So.
Now, I would just like to say this storyline. The best part about it is in the center is 2 Winnipeg-born performers, which is fantastic. But I will say this is the most intrigued I've been about a wrestling angle in probably about 10 years.
They took this from 0 to 60 in a second. It went from hey guys, remember Hangman Adam Page?
Who?
Yeah.
Like remember when him and Kenny were a thing, and now it's just like. And off we go. Like Nicolas Cage is in the back doing his fucking shaky hands thing from Gone in 60 Seconds. So like, here we go.
Go.
Don't get me wrong. I think Tony Khan has decided I'm going to make wrestling my booking playground. Let's do all the things and let's just do everything that's awesome.
You know what?
Can I mention someone? I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Dave Meltzer had an all-time tweet. And he goes basically something along the lines of, isn't it interesting that someone who grew up reading Pro Wrestling Observer is out demoing and outdoing someone who was taught by Vince and has been in Triple H. I think that was like a really interesting thing to say, where that says a lot about the industry, where someone's finally working.
I wouldn't say he's outdoing them.
I would say he's out. I would say as a whole, AEW is outdoing them.
I think they're both doing something very different.
That's fair. Okay, I can agree with that. I don't feel like I'm watching the same
Here's my
show.
one thing about this angle. The result is fantastic. The execution to get there was a little bit, clunky.
They were going screw job kind of feel, but I don't think it came off that way. It just came off as like an invasion.
It came off a little forced.
Yeah.
I loved Kenny winning made me fucking jump out of my seat. I was so
I was not expecting him to win.
No. I think it's where we go next is important. I mean, they're going to be on
Is
Impact.
Mox taking Pat leave?
He might. No, she's not due for a while.
Oh, I thought they already had the kid. Okay, cool.
No, that's Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins just had their kid.
Oh, right. Okay.
Congratulations, by the way, on Roos.
No, probably just Rue.
Rue Rollins?
Yeah.
Did they forget the rest of the first name?
Or is it Rue Lynch?
It's not their real names.
What do you mean it's not their real names? It's real to me. It's real to me, damn it.
Oh, God.
Isn't Kenny Omega's real name Kenny Omega?
Yes, it is.
I hope so.
He has the coolest name on the planet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, am I going to watch Impact?
No.
Probably not.
But I'll look at the Instagram stuff.
Absolutely.
Yes, I will.
I'll watch the shit out of that Instagram. Yeah.
I'll give the likes and impressions.
Does that mean the best performers from Impact are going to come to AEW during the week and you'll see some good matches? I'm in. So
I heard it's only going to be the Good Brothers.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Give me the North against FTR so I can die a happy man.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Good Brothers, Young Bucks.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What a waste. But but like I just think it was cool. It felt a little real. It felt like they were trying to do something, but they recycled it, but it didn't feel like it was recycled. You know what I mean?
Okay, so here's my next question. There's one more thing on this show that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, so let's talk about that next thing. Let's talk about that next thing first. The next thing that was awesome.
Can we actually go through? I thought the card was good enough. Can we just like quick run through what happened first?
My issue.
Because I thought the Battle Royale was sweet too. Like I thought the
Battle Royale was good.
Yeah,
that was the third best thing on the card.
Yeah.
After that, it falls off, in my opinion.
No, you know what? I actually did enjoy Britt Baker's match.
Yeah, I
think
hate
that Layla Hirsch. Layla Hirsch had some. I think that we harp on the women's division in AEW a lot.
We're getting the two best talents there.
Yeah, I think what I like about the AEW women's division, they have a lot of pieces, but they're a lot of green pieces, and they need to kind of develop them, and they're doing it on the fly.
I agree.
That's like you're gonna have the moments where, hey, Big Swole might be over. Let's put her in the ring, and it falls flat. Move on, get her out of there.
I love Britt and Thunder Rosa's gonna be something I'll watch. Yeah.
But guys, I hate to tell you, you watch that Britt Baker match, you watch whatever you're gonna get women's division, and what we got on Sunday.
Well,
I'm sorry,
but they're in two different leagues. They're not in the same stratosphere, right?
Yeah.
They're just two very different.
They're never gonna catch them.
Okay, so the Battle Royale was awesome, but not worth. I would say like it was really good, but it's not like big time news. Pat or Matt, whichever one of you wants. This is big news.
I got, as a 30-year-old man, I got the pleasure of hearing Tony Schiavone yelling, "It's Sting," in 2020.
Can I raise a hand and say I've never understood Sting's appeal? It just wasn't in my time. Like it just didn't. Mm-hmm. This was the first time I looked at Sting and was like, okay, shit, that's a big deal. Like the way they presented him and how they did it all, I was finally like, oh yeah, this is a big. And I loved how they executed the in-ring with him staring everyone down. Get real. It was sick.
WWE didn't know what to do with Sting.
No. WWE fucked that up.
I disagree. I think they
suck out loud.
they tried something that wasn't appropriate for him. I think it could have gone well, but it didn't.
You can't miss. You can't miss.
No, you can't.
The first thing you do, whether you understand it or not, you take that home run swing and you try and get Sting and The Undertaker in the same ring.
Absolutely.
And you swing for the fences. I don't care what you say. That would have been a great.
Yeah.
Everybody would have loved that.
Like that's a 2-foot tap in for a fucking eagle. Like I don't know how they fucked that up. Like
So,
that's
and they went a different way. Did I like the Triple H match? It was a little weird. He lost. Thought that was weird. Did I enjoy it? Yeah, hell yeah. I love Sting. I love seeing him in the ring. Do I think he should wrestle at AEW?
fucking
God, I hope not.
yeah, but WWE has a fantastic history of them bringing guys back to bury their ass, and so it doesn't make sense that like Triple H has done that numerous times in his career where he should take an L and he doesn't.
Yeah, but sometimes that's not his. I don't think that's his decision all the time.
Well, I mean that tells you everything you need to know about the fucking WWE, doesn't it?
From a personal standpoint, Sting is someone that's grown on me as I've gotten older. When I started watching wrestling, started watching WCW, before he became the Crow, I didn't really get it. Once he became the Crow and he was against WCW or NWO, sorry, that was cool. Then he joined NWO and I kind of lost it. And now I look back and I'm like, Sting's cool. And Sting, when he came out, that was awesome on Wednesday.
Cool factor was through the roof.
The cool factor was through the roof. If he gets in the ring in anything other than a multi-man tag match,
I don't think he's going to be in a match.
If he gets in a match, he does a Stinger splash, maybe a Scorpion Deathlock, maybe a Scorpion Death Drop. He needs a hot tag. Get your shit in, get out.
Okay, so let's do this. What would you do?
One bump in AEW, it's a waste.
What would you do with him? I think that's how we wrap this segment up. What would you do with Sting?
I think this Wednesday you see a shot like Team Taz comes in, they're in the ring, they're talking shit, and then you get a camera pan up into the rafters and it's Sting sitting with Darby Allin. Kind of gives them that rub. I think
I have nothing to add to that.
I think that's just
Darby
what
Allin
you do.
Has that Sting vibe too, and
I think he needs to learn from Sting because I think Darby Allin's kind of all over the place. And with his size, I think Sting can kind of guide him.
I think that's interesting character development to have Sting almost be someone who helps calm and focus Darby. I think that'd be cool to see from a more deeper perspective as far as a character development goes, of having Sting show Darby how to be more of a calm, collected type like assassin rather than wild and all over the place. And then Darby can go to that place when he needs to, right? Like you're creating a multifaceted character with Darby. I think that'd be cool.
I think so. It adds layers.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for AEW. We went on Sunday. We got War Games. And
oh boy.
Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Big week for stiff wrestling.
Yeah.
Can I
Holy
before
shit.
we go into specifics, is there a match on this card that deserves less than 3.5 stars?
You know what? I think this card, in my opinion,
No.
doesn't need any ratings whatsoever. I think this was a solid card.
Okay, don't be a coward. Answer my question.
And it was above 3.5. Each match.
Yeah, they're all that good, but I don't even think we need to talk about ratings. If you talk about ratings with this card,
I thoroughly enjoyed a match with Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, and Leon Ruff. That should tell you everything you need to know about my thoughts
the third
on
best
this
match on
fucking
the
card.
Like in my head, Matt, when you say it was anything below 3.5, I think the card was so good that you don't even have to talk about it because there wasn't.
Should be like if we're doing our rating system, I can't remember what's the good one.
You're cheersing.
I'm cheersing
so hard you break the glasses.
Yes, I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin cheersing it together. Yeah. What was
Let's go through all 5.
Yeah,
all 5. Let's go.
I'm down with that.
Okay, so they lead off with the women's War Games match, which
was anyone else like that decision retrospectively? At first, I was reading, I looked up because the Packer game was finishing, so I had them on 2 screens. So I looked on the other screen, and it's like if Shotzi's team, and they're explaining the rules, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like the Packers are finishing, and now you're starting with a War Games match. Like it was the toughest few minutes of my life trying to watch both.
It was I think it
Holy
was
fuck.
you start and end with one, and I think you don't put Pat McAfee on first. I just don't.
No,
think
he
you do
has
that.
to be last.
So- For me, the star of the match was Raquel Gonzalez. What
They
a
put her over
freaking
big.
Yes.
what a
Wow.
freaking star, man!
As they
Absolute
should.
star.
Her and Rhea should be going right into WrestleMania 1 versus 1. That's
Oh,
your two
Jesus
best
Christ.
talents.
Jordan, I can't even disagree with you.
No, you
That's
can't.
a
'Cause
match
it's
I
true.
want to see.
Yeah, you can. You can throw Charlotte Flair in there again. Yeah, like I know
let's
that's.
go. Let's
But they're
go.
like, and you say they're the best two talents. Charlotte Flair is the best female talent in WWE. That's the way it is.
On
It's not even
NXT.
close.
She was on NXT for a while, so
Yeah, but
she
she was only like she's
But
not.
anyway, so we're not gonna argue. Let's not ruin this. Okay.
You already did.
Io Shirai, for some reason, putting a garbage can over her head and
That
jumping
was
off the top of the
hilarious,
cage.
and I loved it.
I mean, you know what? That was the perfect War Games spot because the War Games makes no sense. That spot made no sense, but I loved every second of
It was
both of
awesome.
them.
I love that Gonzalez also pinned Shirai.
Yes.
Fucking through the. I mean,
Yeah.
Raquel has to be the next champion, right?
Stop calling
Yeah.
her Raquel.
Isn't
Her
it
name is
Raquel?
Raquel. No,
You know
it's
what?
Raquel.
Also, I think this match, much like the one we're gonna talk about at the end, they started with the right two people. Dakota Kai and Ember Moon really did a great job. Dakota Kai might have been low key the star of this match
I
because
love
she
Dakota Kai.
She's
she
underrated.
took
He's really
some
good.
big old bumps in this
Mhm.
match and just kept popping up and kept popping up. She was the workhorse for sure.
Like
Candice
that was.
LeRae
Yeah.
took a bad bump and broke her arm, but
Oh no,
She kept going
I-
though.
that's terrible.
I don't like
She's
her. I don't
probably-
like her.
Candice
I don't
is
like her, but
probably
she
gonna have
kept
to
going.
spend a couple months
even
recovering.
Shotzi though, like I don't like Shotzi, but she fit into the match well.
Everything
it just-
worked.
That
It just-
fucking tank.
Oh man, was it good?
Hate that fucking tank. So stupid.
And so what was after that? I don't even know. I just wrote.
Thatcher, come on, baby.
Beat this. Just trademark infringement.
Yeah, two T's on the pants. We gotta
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
We're going after him. It
Oh, no.
wasn't. It's okay. It wasn't that. Yeah, that match wasn't Walter Dragunov, which I think was like the stiffest match I've seen in my life.
Mhm.
But that match was like I loved, and it was. I don't think it was on purpose, but Thatcher bleeding from the ear added
Oh,
so
yuck.
much to the visual elements of that match. Like I thought that was so awesome, so
Right.
awesome.
Oh, it was
No,
just
it
a
was-
great match.
It was a good match to follow that first War Games match.
Yes.
Kept the
Change
energy
of pace.
going.
Yeah,
After that was what?
Austin Theory,
Loomis.
or oh Jesus, sorry, fuck.
Well, okay, people watch it. It's okay.
Yeah, Loomis and again another great match. Loomis and
Grimes.
That was
Are you
Lu-
not? Are you not over? Are you not with Cameron Grimes yet, Pat? Are we? Are we not?
I don't
Come
get
on,
it.
man.
I don't get it.
I can't stand you. Cameron Grimes is
I don't get it.
incredible.
Cameron Grimes.
He's
I'm a
so
Dexter
good.
Loomis guy. I prefer him.
Grimes,
I like both of them.
but Grimes elevated Loomis, and now Loomis has to take that ball and he has to run with it because I think he's got tons of potential and he's got kind of it. His character's sick, and the fact that his finisher is called help me out here,
Silence.
guys. Silence. I was
Yeah.
gonna say sleep. Silence. Like wow.
Did you guys see the War Games Instagram promo?
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Dexter not saying anything in the middle. I audibly laughed out loud at that. That was hilarious.
So good.
They're working him good and they're protecting him the way they
Yeah.
should. So it's
And
it's
Grimes is a good in-ring wrestler who does a
Oh,
great
yeah.
job putting guys over. Like he really does a great job.
That being said, you could put him against Karrion Kross tomorrow.
Yes.
And- Oh, did I just drop something there?
TikTok. ASMR TikTok.
Let's go.
Yeah. After that was Leon Ruff, Johnny Gargano, and
that match was your storytelling match of the night. Lots going on. Leon Ruff was trying to get respect. Hey, the guy's not going to go anywhere after this. He's too small. Like, let's get real.
yeah.
But he put on a
I
hell of a
hope
show.
they give him a chance though. I think
You
he's
know what
got-
he
Oh,
could
for
do?
sure.
That 205 division could use maybe some eyes and having a former
Yeah.
NXT North American
Yeah, for sure.
champion.
I agree.
Also, Damian Priest, I'm hot and cold with him. I know you don't like him, Jordan.
He looks
and
cool. He looks cool.
He's got a
Boring as
look,
fuck.
but man, he does some stuff. I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
It's
about
like
him
there's something missing. Like you're looking at him and you're like, what about you doesn't entice,
Here's
like
gimmick.
doesn't fit?
I don't like this Archer of Infamy. I don't really get it. He needs to be like a grimy, sleazy, like club kind
Playboy,
of
like a Playboy.
Yeah.
The only part of the night that I thought was kind of blah was Austin Theory being revealed as Gargano's guy.
Does anybody like think they don't know what to do with Austin Theory? That he just looks cool and that's
I
it.
think they're
I
like,
didn't think he looks cool. I think he's the definition of wet bread.
Mm.
I think he has nothing about him that makes him
so
special.
they put him with Johnny Gargano.
My favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, let's get to the dog and pony show, Pat.
Let's get to the steak of the evening.
Now, I would like to say, I'm going to jump right to Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee, correct me if I'm wrong, is the first celebrity to step foot in a WWE, WWF ring and not be playing wrestler. He is being a wrestler.
If Pat McAfee had decided I don't want to be an NFL kicker and had decided at 23 I'm going to be a WWE wrestler, he would have been a multiple-time world champion by now.
And you know what? He's the best promo in wrestling right now. And
Yes, not
the
in
thing
WWE, in wrestling.
the thing
Wrong.
that's who?
Roman.
Oh, okay, he's getting there.
Roman
Can't
has
argue with
levels,
it.
and he's still
But-
not better than MJF.
I was
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So
On the fence
so
of
he's top 3.
Yeah, it doesn't mean bad.
I was on the fence. I was on the fence of stating that with him not playing wrestler, being a wrestler. Two things happened. CM Punk on Twitter said everybody should be embarrassed that he's out promoting them. And 2, today, which is Monday, he was on his show. He wore a
was
neck
incredible.
brace the whole show.
He gimmicked it hard. The
I
whole
love
show. I'm not kidding. Three
it.
something hours. He had it on the whole
Like
time.
he was the first time he wrestled, the
when
next
he
day he
would
was like,
turn to
yeah, my
talk
body
to people,
hurts.
when
Yeah.
he turned to talk to people, he'd
The
be
whole
like,
body.
"Oh, what's that,
Oh.
Connor?
The whole body.
Thanks,
Spinning
Ty."
in his chair.
Like the last time he wrestled, the first time he wrestled against Adam Cole, he was on his show. I watched it because I was kind of into him for a little bit. Not really my thing anymore. But
Yeah, his show's all right.
he was like, yeah, my body hurts. Lots of respect for wrestlers. This time it's like, you know what? I'm probably coming back in a few months. So I'm going to sell this and keep selling it. And he wore the neck brace and he was jumping off the top of the cage. What the fuck is he doing? But it was awesome.
His
He took a
moonsault was
table
clean
bump.
as fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, through a table.
The
And then
table
popped
bump
up.
was good.
Mhm.
Again, though, this match, they threw O'Reilly and Dunn in there first.
Oh,
Fantastic. Give me those guys
let's
every day of the
go.
week.
Yeah,
All
that's-
day, and twice on Sunday.
Absolutely.
And just, you know what?
And then, sorry, I'm going to cut you off. Loney Orkin and Danny Burch, those guys they give it, they take it, those are two tough son of bitches.
Every person in that ring, in that War Games match, is top 20 wrestler in the world.
Like just pure worker.
Worker, just worker.
Okay, I was gonna say because you're putting like
Yeah.
fish. Like I think that's a really wild statement.
Worker.
Are you saying McAfee too?
Yeah.
No,
You're-
Patrick.
no,
For what
can't
he
put
for what he
McAfee
is,
in it.
for what he is. I'm sorry, okay, sorry. The other guys, yes, McAfee, best wrestler,
Pat,
celebrity
let's
wrestler of
let's
all
take
time.
what you
Performer.
said back
Performer.
entirely and just say that they picked the perfect 8 people. Because can you imagine if you took out Pete Dunne and added whatever Broken Mick leg guy is?
Oh, Ridge.
Yeah.
Ridge?
Can you
Ridge Holland.
tell me this match is the same if you take out Pete Dunne?
Nope.
But
So-
you know
Dunn
what?
was integral.
But
Yeah.
the thing with this match is all the guys besides McAfee were pretty much the same height and build. So you didn't really have that monster like you did in the women's match where Raquel and Rhea could just slam people and hurt them and be those
But
big
These guys
imposing
are
people.
so good they didn't
Yeah.
need it.
It was entertaining. And you know what? I didn't even care that there was no crowd. I felt like NXT's done a really good
Could
job of
you
making
imagine if this
Oh,
card had a
psychotic.
crowd, a live
The-
crowd?
the pop of McAfee moonsaulting off the top of the cage.
Guys,
He
when
swan
the
songs.
world goes back to normal, we have to, right?
Get in a car and we're driving.
Yeah, like anywhere in northern United States ish.
Yeah, we're going.
I mean, you guys can drive. I'll meet you there. I'm just gonna hop on a plane. But yeah,
Oh,
So yeah, it's overall. Those were the only 2 shows I watched this week. Didn't care what happened in anything else. I was so satisfied with what I saw.
Honestly, you should be. You're right. Just update yourself on the Bray Wyatt stuff. Update yourself on the Roman Reigns stuff, and watch AEW.
Roman was
NXT.
once again fantastic.
Yeah, he was awesome. It was fun to watch him.
And KO just is the perfect foil
you know
for
what?
him right now.
These 2 nights of wrestling, I think War Games is up there for best pay-per-view of the year.
In a long time. If it's by far the best so far, by far. I don't think it's even close.
Of the year 2020 in a pandemic, it's probably the best one.
The year of our Lord, Pat?
Who?
The year of our Lord, 2020?
Who's that?
Fuck, aren't you the guy on our Twitter account and you can't talk about like one of the main Twitter gimmicks saying the year of our Lord 2020?
I didn't know that. Sorry.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Classic Pat. Classic.
So yeah, we'll put a little bow on that. Big ups, big positives, big positive notes this week. But trust me, we'll be back with some wet breads next week. I'm sure some bad shit will happen.
Oh,
fucking heaters in Jacksonville. It was 7 degrees Celsius.
All right, we'll come back and
I'm outside in shorts.
We'll give you a retro review of December to Dismember.
This is dangerous, JR. This is real dangerous.
And we're back. One last back. You know what, guys? You know, Matt? This pay-per-view is widely known as one of the top 10 worst pay-per-views in WWE history.
Pat Ree got me a Mr. Big, so I'm just going to eat that while you talk.
Ooh, Mr. Big. That's
not even in my top 50 chocolate bars, but I'll take it.
Really?
Not even close.
Really? Mr. Big's good.
It is good.
It's good because it's chocolate, but it's not good because it's good, like a chocolate bar.
But you know what, Matt? With this December to Dismember 2006, even though it is considered one of the worst of all time, coming off our last segment, I'm feeling like I'm in a positive mood. So I'm going to try and find all the positives in all these matches.
Oh, so you're going to do this backwards?
No. I'm going to be straight, man. I'm going to just try.
We're
and
not
find
doing
positives.
the upside down gimmick again.
No.
We're never doing that again.
No. So
that
Matt,
hurt me so much.
Before
One
we
of
even
our
do
worst
that,
episodes ever.
It made me cry.
Matt, before we do that, I'm going to allow you to dial it up, please, dumbass.
All right. So December to Dismember 2006.
The please dumbass was a really nice touch.
December 3rd, 2006, from the James Brown Arena. Get up off of that thing. From Augusta, Georgia, home of the Masters.
Yeah.
Ooh. There was 4,800 people there.
Can you stop moving your hand like that on the video? It looks like you're doing something you shouldn't be.
Playing with your doodle.
Yeah.
Talking to me?
Yeah, your hand movements are making it look like you're
4,800
watching something
people.
else.
The arena looked pretty full. Here's my question for both of you. Is it better to sell out a small arena and have it look more full, but when you do the wide shot, the arena looks small? Or to go in a bigger arena and maybe have less full look, but have a bigger arena look?
Aren't you Jets fans?
This is true.
Yeah, shouldn't you know the answer to this?
But Winnipeg has that on top of you field. It's a different type of arena.
So does many other hockey arenas.
Always the answer is you always want a full stadium.
Yeah,
because this place is full.
I don't care if it's a hotel fucking lobby. If it's packed to the rafters, that makes it look legit.
Like when you go to like a bar and you see like an independent show and there's like 5 people there, it looks like shit. If there's like 50 people there, it still looks pretty damn cool.
Yeah, still slaps.
Yeah. So on commentary we got I'm a big Taz and Joey Styles commentary.
I hate Joey Styles. Oh,
really?
Guys, one of the best taglines of all time. You better watch out. really dug into the depths of creative for that one.
Well, yeah.
Joey Styles not good.
I liked him. I thought he has a little certain charm to him.
Was that promo he cut when he got fired? Was that legit, or when he quit, or was that?
No, it's kayfabe. It's kayfabe.
It's kayfabe.
Yeah. So they lead off the night with I thought it was pretty fun little match. It was Eminem against the Hardy Boys.
I'm sorry. I need to scroll down. I didn't know we were getting into this.
Like Matt, it's important to note 2006. I wasn't really completely paying attention to wrestling.
No.
When you said Eminem, I forgot who you meant, and
Morrison, Melina. No, sorry, Nitro, Johnny Nitro.
One of the nastiest wrestling injuries I've ever seen live. Not this match, but when he took that ladder spot, woof.
He finished that match.
Now, Matt, in the spirit of positive vibes, 3 things I noticed right off the top of this match.
Melina's a
Eminem,
smoke.
I'll get there. Eminem are in very good shape. Nice 6-packs.
Excellent shape.
Melina, one of the greatest ring entrances of all time.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Smoke. And last of all, the Hardy Boys look relatively healthy here.
They do.
Guys, remember Rene Dupree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on the undercard.
Yeah.
Sorry, go back to what you were doing.
He was young.
So before we jump in this match that features guys that were on the big shows, they weren't even actually on ECW other than Matt Hardy, I believe.
Yeah.
The concept of ECW, I think, was right, because I think the concept of ECW as a brand was kind of towards what an NXT is right now.
Yeah, I think they wanted to kind of give Heyman the creative
The young
control
guys and bring the young guys in.
Yeah, and they highlight a lot of young guys on this card. Don't get me wrong.
They do, but I think the problem is they present it as a third brand, as opposed to when NXT started. To watch, if you wanted to watch NXT, you had to find NXT.
Yeah. Well, you did have to find ECW. No one had.
Sci-Fi Network. Nobody had Sci-Fi Network. But
a couple things I noticed in this match. I was very appalled. I truly do believe that Melina practices safe sex. I don't think it was necessary for the crowd to chant, "Melina has herpes." I don't think that was very nice of them.
That's not nice at
Unbelievable.
all.
Unbelievable. What a
And
lack
then-
of class.
And then after a head scissors on Matt Hardy, the chant changed to "Matt has herpes" because he came into contact.
Well, I mean, you know what? The crowd is astute. We can't fault them for that.
They listened in sex ed.
Yeah. So I have a question for the match. Matt, Jordan, you can both answer. Why was it an inverted atomic drop and not a disqualification? You put an E right in his crotch.
No, it's in his butthole.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it's inverted, so it's backwards. It's the other way.
Oh, the other way. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the crotch.
Yeah, that's a low blow. Isn't that not a DQ?
Yeah, that should be.
Yeah, but it's never been a DQ, right?
I have the question of the night for you about this match, though.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Johnny Nitro eats carbs?
That's the question of the night.
That's what we're asking.
I looked at
no. Yes.
He's now John Morrison. I looked at John Morrison and I was like, man, do you think he eats carbs?
Yeah, no.
Doubt it.
Yeah. My question involves Morrison as well. Who do you think is crazier, Jeff Hardy or John Morrison?
Jeff Hardy.
Fair.
Not even
You know
a
what?
question.
You know what I didn't like in this match? Melina's screaming. I thought that was annoying as shit.
Yeah, that was super
And I
nice.
hated it, and it brought nothing to anything of that match.
No, but overall as a match, I mean, it was a good tag match. It was a showcase that didn't
Yeah.
really make sense. Like, why was this on this card?
I wrote in my notes, this match, not only is it long, but it was quite uneventful.
It was 22 minutes long.
And nothing really happened.
I would disagree. I think it was a pretty good opener.
Hmm.
But that being said, as far as the whole flow of the card goes, everything after this makes no sense.
No, none of it. Yeah, clear your throat, please. I could hear you needed.
Yeah. You can feel that, eh?
Yeah, so Dave Meltzer gave this 3 1/4 out of 5. Matt, would you give this one?
I gave it a 3.
I was a little lower. I gave it a 2.7 out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, was it your second best match on the card?
Yeah, because the rest was all garbage. It was terrible.
Sorry, was it your best match on the card? 'Cause it was my best match on the card.
Yes, it was. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because everything else after this,
So
not good. Not good,
not good,
Tom.
Bob. Not good, Bob. Because the next match, I mean, if you want to follow up a really great tag team match, you follow it up with a teacher gimmick. You followed up with Matt Stryker against Balls Mahoney, who should never be in a WWE ring.
Okay, so I knew Matt Stryker wasn't just a commentator. I knew he was a wrestler.
Very briefly a wrestler, yes.
I didn't realize Matt Stryker is in good shape.
Matt Stryker.
He looked like he should be something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Stryker, given his charisma and his in-ring ability, should have been given a better gimmick.
Yeah, his gimmick.
I didn't hate his gimmick. I enjoyed the Striker gimmick.
You know what? You know what his biggest flaw was? When Vince McMahon asked him, "Tell me about yourself," he went, "Oh, I used to be a teacher in New York." Everything else after that, Vince didn't listen to.
I did find it hilarious that his trunks had his own face on the ass.
Yeah, that was weird. That's weird to me.
Do you know who? Do you know has no gimmick and no charisma and really, really sucks and isn't athletic at all?
Balls Mahoney.
Balls Mahoney.
I did enjoy that Striker got to make his own stipulation. I didn't know Matt Striker was an authority figure in ECW. I'm going to make this a Striker's Rules match. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know.
But Matt, going back to Balls Mahoney, Balls Mahoney being a professional wrestler proves what Kevin Garnett said after winning the NBA title. Anything's possible.
This is true.
Because that man should not be in a wrestling ring. But that's just me.
Balls Mahoney is one of those guys that was in ECW, was really willing to take really wicked bumps, cut himself a lot because his forehead is caved in from cutting it so much. And then WWE is like, hey, we're going to start up ECW. We need some ECW originals. So they're like, hey, Balls, what are you doing?
Nothing.
And he's like, literally nothing. My mom is threatening to kick me out. And he's so bad.
Yeah, he's
so bad.
Yeah. So Meltzer gives us 1.5 star. Balls Mahoney goes over and wins for some reason. Matt, I was going to give this a straight 0, but I bumped it up to a 0.3 because of the commentary that said, you got to wonder about a man who wants to sit on his own face.
Jesus. Oh my God.
So what'd you give it, Matt?
I gave it half a star. This card is plagued by the wrong guy going over. Why did Balls Mahoney go over in this match? Matt Striker is clearly who they're building, but they give the win to Balls Mahoney.
This kind of makes you hate Striker a little bit more, I guess.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It makes me hate Balls Mahoney more because I had to watch him celebrate.
Well, Matt, let's move on from it. Because the next match we get 4 guys that I really don't know who they are, except for one of them I know is a completely different character. We have Elijah Burke teaming up with Sylvester Turkai, against Little Guido and Tony Marmaluke.
Mamaluke.
Whatever. It is the most stereotypical Italian gimmick.
Well, yeah, the FBI wasn't it? They're the full-blooded Italians.
I know.
But fucking love Nunzio. Love him.
Little Guido. All I can say about this is every time I look at Elijah Burke, I only want to see the Pope.
What?
That was one of my favorite. Well, that's who he is.
Oh yeah,
D'Angelo Pope.
The Pope. D'Angelo De Niro, aka the Pope.
Yeah, from TNA.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch TNA then.
Oh shit, he was super cool. Was like, he's a great promo man. He was like just some dude with a towel in his hand in ECW. When he was the Pope in TNA, he was so cool.
You know who didn't care about this match other than me?
Who's that?
The crowd.
Yeah, they didn't care about much in this one.
No.
It's pretty hard to get up.
Here's my next question. Who is, what's his first name? Sylvester. Worst wrestling name ever. Sylvester Turkai. And why don't I care who he is?
Sylvester Turkai, also known as Sly Scraper, also known as the Escapee, also known as the Predator, disavow. He was in WWE from 2006 to 2007.
Oh, good.
And then Japan from 2010 to 2012, but that was really it.
Japan makes more sense because he looked super stiff and has 0 charisma.
Yeah.
So let's bring in a white guy in Japan who can wrestle stiff but has 0 charisma.
Also, 6'6", like he fit the bill. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
He was a monster. That guy would be.
Yeah,
but let's put him in a black singlet.
Yeah,
that's it.
There was nothing really to this match. Like they tried really hard to make us care, but they just couldn't. Elijah Burke and Turkai win. That also gives it 1.25 out of 5. What'd you give him, Matt?
If you had put this match on first at Doubles Fun Club here in Winnipeg, I would have not cared, even then.
I would have showed up late.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have saw it because we were pre-gaming because
Yeah.
we're real cheap.
Yeah.
I gave it a 1. It was better than the match before, only because I didn't have to watch Balls Mahoney.
There was no good commentary in this match, so I gave it a 0.1 out of 5.
Good for you.
My next question before we get to the next match, Matt, was ECW just too hard to replicate? Like, it just feels like this is such a lame, diluted version of it. It almost hurts its history. Like, I almost want to forget this existed. I feel like ECW, hot take, is the most overrated thing in wrestling history.
I don't know if it's overrated. I think the original ECW was so different and so edgy and so 90s that trying to replicate it, you never could because you would never get on TV in the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. It just, I like ECW. Big fan of the history of it. Big fan of Paul Heyman and what he created. But just, you can't replicate that. It was so organic, and you can't put that in a creative room and make that happen again.
I think had they went more of an NXT route, they could have.
Yeah.
And put it under the ECW banner to draw in eyes. I just think your ECW hardcores wanted ECW, and you're never going to get that again.
No.
You're never like. I'm sorry. We're going to see the Sandman in a little bit.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about that in a second.
Okay, so next match is Daivari, who comes out with the Great Khali.
Yeah, and then your favorite wrestler.
No, Matt. Your favorite wrestler, because you picked him to be on your Dream Team Alliance. Let's all remember that. Tommy Dreamer was on Matt's Team Alliance team.
To be fair,
before Sting.
When you asked me that question, I had a few drinks.
No, there's no excuse for what you did.
Yeah, that was terrible.
No excuse. Had
you asked me this week, I would have said Sting because,
he was fresh in your brain.
It's Sting.
Yeah, but Matt, that along with your slick pick in Flight in a Pint, 1A, 1B for worst things we've ever done in this show.
You picked the Fabulous Freebirds second last week.
People loved it. Just saying.
Jordan,
and by the way, according to Twitter and Instagram, Jordan did not win the draft last week.
I mean,
nobody picked him.
That draft last week, it's one of those things where it doesn't matter what people say. It's like so fucking obvious that like I won. There was a bunch of people who didn't realize it was a snake draft, so they thought like that definitely changed things because it's a snake draft. But that really comes down to the person who made the graphic not explaining clearly what happened.
I did it on Twitter.
Yeah, well, Instagram's where we put up the poll.
That's where I put the poll too, is on Twitter.
What was got more votes on the poll? Who won?
Yeah, what was the Twitter poll?
Matt.
Fucking bullshit. I hate it's so stupid.
I mean,
so
the people
he picked the same group twice.
No, they are distinctly different.
Yeah,
no, that is untrue. So we get
the Fabulous Freebirds.
Okay, you do not sully the good goddamn name of the Fabulous Freebirds. Okay?
I mean, you didn't have someone freak out in your DMs about it, did you? So there you go. I had a panic attack about it.
So Tommy Dreamer comes out to a big Tommy Dreamer pop. Just kidding. No one cares. And my next question for you, Matt. Great Khali is at ringside.
Why?
If you had to choose,
okay,
Great Khali or Giant Gonzalez.
Great Khali
is neither an option.
No, you got to pick one. He's just a big dude. I always felt like his ankles were gonna snap every time he walked. Just like
Great Khali is my idol because he is all upper body.
All upper body. Holy.
That is Matt. That's you,
now,
bro.
This whole match, Matt. It just solidified. And
there was a rear chin lock, a sleeper, and then something they called a chin pull at one point. I was like, "What?"
Matt.
What?
This match only solidified one thing. I think I hate Tommy Dreamer.
That's not possible. You can't hate Tommy Dreamer.
Okay, question for you, Pat. Question. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Carpal tunnel. Do you hate Johnny Gargano, Tommy Dreamer,
Whoa.
or I need a third here.
Cameron Grimes.
Oh, the Young Bucks. Young Bucks,
Oh,
Tommy Dreamer, Johnny Gargano. Which one do you hate the most?
I know who I pick.
Can I rank them?
Young Bucks is my least favorite. Now you guys have ruined me on the Young Bucks.
Hate the most, Young Bucks. Second is Tommy Dreamer, then Johnny Gargano.
Wow.
I didn't expect that
because
either.
Johnny Gargano can put on a good match.
Tommy, yeah.
Tommy Dreamer is brutal. All right. Meltzer gave this match a dud. I don't even know who won it, Matt. Who won?
Davari.
Pat just body bagged Tommy Dreamer out of the blue in the middle of the fucking review.
Busted Open podcast, Busted Open Radio sucks. Okay. No, actually, it's not too bad. I just don't like when Tommy Dreamer's on it. Meltzer gives it a dud. I gave it a double B for bathroom break. What'd you give it, Matt?
I gave it a 0.
Smart man.
Yeah, because it was like.
And doesn't Sandman come out to this one?
No, that's the next one. So
okay.
At this point in the night, I'm watching this. I wrote down, this whole show feels like a B show. It's wrongly booked and feels like TV, not pay-per-view. It's not ECW at all. I can't believe people paid for this.
Can we all take a moment and Matt read that slow, and that was his own writing.
Yeah, that was the closest together Matt's ever talked in his fucking life. If you heard his real cadence, you would all turn this off automatically because it's like, so I decided.
Now, Pat, I have a question for you. He talks like William Shatner in Star Trek.
So I wonder, Pat, what do you think about
now, Jordan?
Wrestling?
Jordan, 3 things. 1.
I know, right?
Shit, man.
You know what I spend most of my day doing? Cutting all of our audio closer together when Matt's talking. So I would say a lot of it is me stopping so I can trim like a quarter to half a second at a time. So it doesn't sound like Matt is doing everything in his power to find the next word in a sentence.
Okay, I will talk like this from now on. I will talk really, really fast and never stop talking. And then you guys will not be able to get a word. I hate you.
So
I hate you. I'm surprised you said that fast.
Wow.
This Guavatron is amazing.
That Guavatron 2006.
Now,
this Hoppy Hef from Torque is good too.
Is it?
The next match?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's
a Hefeweizen that smells like a IPA. It's really interesting.
Ooh.
So the next match should have been the main event. You have Mike Knox, who's in some sort of weird storyline with Kelly, but not important. We have to get to Ariel and Kevin Thorne, who have a vampire gimmick going.
Mordecai.
You know what's cool?
Mordecai.
Bullshit.
That's Mordecai.
Yeah, it's Mordecai.
Wow, he got shafted with 2 shitty fucking.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I know who, and I of all 3 I know who Kelly is, and I knew who Mordecai was.
But it all made sense because vampires have a very rich tradition in wrestling.
They do.
No, they don't.
So apparently Vince just loves vampires, though.
Okay, actually, can we talk about this? Vampires. Are we surprised that vampires haven't been more over in wrestling history? Like, think about the idea of a vampire, right? Like, you couldn't find a vampire somewhere along the way to be a star, even as a heel. We have an Undertaker.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah, but like
we had
Gangrel
we have numerous people who've been pseudo cavemen, like really just like grizzly, hairy big people. Kind of like Kyle. So
wow.
What? He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen this fucking far in. There's no way he's hearing this. You know what, Kyle? If you heard this, text me and call me an asshole, okay? But there's no fucking chance you're at this point. All right. If you're still here, you're what? You're God's people. All right. But like, I'm shocked that a vampire, like, we haven't found a way to make a vampire like a legitimate thing.
Well, I mean, Batista's original gimmick was a vampire,
right?
Yeah,
we've had numerous people try to be priests.
Leviathan or something.
It was
like
impossible to say.
Leviathan.
No,
Leviathan.
Matt said Leviathan like he was trying to speak a normal sentence.
Well, now that I know that he's now that I know he was Mordecai, Kevin Thorne, this gimmick has longevity written all over it right now.
Can I just say, what's his name? Mike Knox?
Yeah.
Mike Knox
Sucks.
No, like Vince saw him. He's like, "You're tall."
I
You
went
should
to
go
look
the-"
if he was anyone else. The answer
No.
is no.
No.
He was never anyone else.
He walked in for an interview and goes, "Wow, you're like probably 6'6". All you got to do is get in the gym." Mike Knox never went to a gym after that.
All right. So yeah, I think Jordan, you'd be a big Ariel fan. I don't know if you've ever seen her, but I think.
Oh
that's your
yeah,
vibe.
Little Mermaid, huge fan.
Yeah. So all right.
Both kind of into it.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Now, all
click
I gotta say,
Ariel.
this.
Yikes! Nope. Nope. Not for me.
now,
Oh
all I
wait,
was gonna
that's
say
her older. Nope. Still no. I see
All right,
what you're saying though. There's
so,
some Rhea Ripley vibes here.
So the big storyline in this is that Kelly really has an infatuation with CM Punk. All I gotta say to Kelly is, I got it. I'm with you. I do love me some CM Punk. Probably in a different way, but
you
it's
missed.
fine.
You missed. No, the real reason this match happened was the Sandman.
The guy who looks like he hasn't hit the gym in 25 years.
You want to talk about no butt on a guy? How does pants stay up?
Him and Matt Gagne go to the same use the same belt because there's no ass on Matt Gagne. The Gagne family and Sandman are long lost relatives.
But the Sandman and me have a lot in common, except that I hit the gym and he doesn't. Other than that, we crush
fair.
beers.
You do crush beers.
And I love
Sandman's
stand-up
really good
too.
at climbing
Yes.
What?
Oh.
What?
because he come in from the rafters every fucking time.
Oh, he'd like just go up the stairs.
Just
Oh
go down
really?
the
I thought he
stairs.
climbed down.
No. Let's go to the semi-okay match.
Yeah, well, yeah. So the final match was not just an elimination chamber; it was an extreme elimination chamber.
It was kind of cool. They got weapons in the cells.
Yeah, every pod had a weapon in it. This was RVD, Lashley. The champion was Big Show, CM Punk, Test, and Hardcore Holly filled in for Sabu, who was attacked backstage, who has actually busted for drugs. I think that's why they.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the most Sabu thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. So
And also, this was not just the Big Show. This was the Big Show.
yeah, he was big boy here.
He's a real big boy.
Now, so just a quick question: how thick of a wall would you run through for Paul Heyman?
Oh my God, he cut that promo. I wrote, "Why is he cutting a promo?" And then I listened to it, and I was like, "Yeah, he's probably got a promo before
If he was a used car salesman, he would have sold 10,000 cars.
I saw a clip the other day of Tommy Dreamer crying, talking about how much he hated Paul Heyman while praising Paul Heyman. I was so confused. And Bubba Ray Dudley's in the corner, just like staring straight ahead, like, I'm not sure how to react with any of this.
Because Bubba Ray Dudley was the same way. Like these guys, there's something about
they were
Heyman.
brainwashed.
They were grateful for his bullshit. I get what they're saying. Like they were like, I wouldn't be here because of you, but I hated you.
Yeah.
They hated him because he couldn't pay them, but they loved him.
Because they are where they are now, and they have
Yeah.
everything because of him. Yeah.
Matt, serious question. Who is the most intimidating guy in this match?
Geez, that's a tough one.
Has to be Big Show.
No.
Like
I'd be scared of Hardcore Holly. I'd be terrified of him.
No, bullshit. I just drop him on his fucking neck. Broke ass bitch.
Okay. I don't know, like Lashley's a pretty intimidating dude as long as he doesn't talk.
That's true. He's a big boy.
He's
got MMA
man.
training, so he could kill you.
Jordan, don't look at me like
Jordan, you're like this office bitch here. Like, just calm down, okay?
Whoa.
Pat, I would eat your fucking lunch.
That's
So, do you think they tell all the guys in the pods before you're released, just stand there and slap the glass until you're out? Like, they're really furious. They have to be in here. Just slam it out. Every guy's slamming
One
out.
of my favorite pod moments, it was like a woman's match. I can't remember which one. And one of the women, I wish I could remember better. But every time someone hit the pod, she would just like recoil, like, oh, ow. It was incredible.
This match is like just so poorly executed and so poorly timed. Like there was 2 moments in this match where a guy was in the ring by himself for over a minute as the clock went down.
Yeah, the timing was so bad.
Like at one point, I think Hardcore Holly was eliminated, but I don't think the ref didn't think he should have been.
No,
and
they
he's like,
counted 3 on
yeah.
someone. The
Holly.
test
Holly.
eliminates Hardcore Holly
Yeah.
without a 3 count.
Hardcore Holly.
Hardcore Holly. Yeah, there was like really quick eliminations, and then guys would stand there. It was just weird.
Like Test was standing there by himself for a while. Like
And
this
also,
match,
Test sucks.
like this whole match sucks. It was just so badly done. Yeah, like Jordan, you just found out he died like 3 episodes ago.
I knew he was dead for a long time. Super dead.
So in an extreme elimination chamber, how do you think the finish occurs, Jordan? Don't read it.
No, I will not read it. I do know from looking that Bobby Lashley wins.
How does he win?
I bet you, my guess would be he clocks Big Show. Wait, this is 2006? I want to say chair shot to the head.
You would be wrong.
Okay, what tomfoolery occurred?
Pat, do you know how it finished?
I don't remember.
You watched it.
I don't remember.
Bobby Lashley.
What do you mean? You should have watched it this week. You know what, Pat? You're a fraud.
Bobby Lashley speared the Big Show.
Okay,
Right, yeah.
and then what?
That was it.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know why I don't remember it, Matt? Because all I remember was how sweet Bobby Lashley's pyro was after he won.
Yeah.
That was some sweet ass pyro. I'm all in on the pyro.
George was like, "Yeah, it's the 4th of July."
Oh, the guys from Little Brown Jug were there?
Yeah, they went back. Big fans, big ECW fans.
Big if true.
Yeah, so Bobby Lashley wins the match, wins the super prestigious ECW World Championship, and walks away with sweet pyro. Meltzer gives this 2.5 stars out of 5 because he's drunk, and I gave this 0.2 out of 5. And what did you give it, Matt?
I gave it a 1.5.
Okay.
I'm so glad we're back to Flight and a Pint next week.
Yeah,
so glad.
This is a piss poor pay-per-view. You know what? Not the worst. I don't think it's top 10 worst of all time. There's got to be 10 worse ones than this.
Oof.
I'm psyched to go 2 for 2 on Flight and a Pint next week. That's what I am.
You're gonna suck. Pat, are you chugging this?
Absolutely 100% chugging it.
Yeah, I'm gonna chug probably 2
That's
beers.
the bad one, Jordan.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm pouring mine out on the ground. Like this sounded horrendous.
Don't waste beer. That's offensive.
6-7 matches.
But yeah, that's
6 matches. Sorry.
That's it for us. Next week we are going back to Flight and a Pint.
What are we doing?
We are doing Canadian wrestlers, Canadian
shot.
performers. Let's go Canadian performers.
Okay, so anyone who
Is
wrestled
Canadian.
who is Canadian.
Yeah.
Or anyone who is a
Jordan,
part of
chip
wrestling
shot.
who's Canadian.
No, that's bullshit. You're gonna get owned.
Oh no, I'll do what I did. Okay, good. I'll do my research again. Sorry,
Do
guys.
it.
You're gonna be
I
fucked.
want to beat you at your best.
You're gonna be fucked.
But you can
Claire
follow us.
first pick. Chris Benoit.
So
Disavow.
you can follow us all on Untapped at Pat
He was
Gagne,
better
at
out of
Gagne.
the ring.
Jordan, I'm trying to do the outro.
Oh, sorry.
Follow us on Untapped at Pat Gagne, at Gagne Matt with 2 T's, and at JSco55. No one follows Jordan because he's a pain in the ass. You
What?
follow us on Instagram, on Twitter. Drink local, buy local, be good to everybody. Stay safe out there. And we'll see you next week on Bros, Bumps, and Beers.